And we are back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Wednesday and Sunday. I'm your host, Ben Haggerty, aka Ben Real Verse World. And today's special guest is Pasha the Boss, a free running and parkour athlete from the country of Latvia. Pasha is one of the most acclaimed athletes in the sport and is the only free runner that is internationally sponsored by Red Bull. Pasha has won countless competitions all over the world, performed in Cirque du Soleil, and stunt acted in feature films. But his come up to get to where he is now is truly an insane story. Some of the things that you're going to learn about in this episode are Pasha's childhood in Latvia, where discovering parkour saved him from heading down the wrong path. The humbling moment when he got last place at his first ever international competition in London. Pasha's 8-year journey traveling the world and couch surfing to explore opportunities to make a living free running, including competitions, performances, and even selling fail videos to social media pages. The time Pasha did stunts for a Michael Bay movie and had to fall off a 5-story building. Twice. Pasha's current ambition as an internationally sponsored athlete with a special talent visa in the US for parkour, and so much more. Pasha's journey across the world pursuing his one true passion in life is truly inspiring, and I'm so excited to share this episode with you guys today. But if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, you are probably wondering,
what the fuck is Black with No Cream?
Great question. Black with No Cream is the illest educational resource for content creators fueled by caffeine. Or at least I take my coffee black with no cream, but you can drink or not drink whatever caffeine you fuck with and still be a part of our community. We have thousands of members from all around the world working together by sharing content, asking for feedback, passing tips and tricks along to one another with the goal of pushing each other to become the best motherfucking content creators on earth. And you can join our private group if you want to by going to bwnc.com/join. We would love to fucking have you. Please join. And without further ado, I bring to you this episode with Pasha in the most epic podcast intro ever created right motherfucking now.
Attention.
If you stop this podcast recording at any time,
you will die.
I don't want to die.
Do you want to live?
Yeah.
You have 24 hours to share this podcast with 5 people or you will die.
I'm kidding, you won't die. You're just weak shit for not sharing.
And the winner of the best motherfucking podcast goes to...
Black with No Cream.
What do you think?
It's so fucking dumb and so fucking Ben Haggerty.
I knew you would say that. Yeah, the podcast, man.
Whoa.
That's the intro.
Thank you.
How'd you like it?
It was weird. I want to see pictures.
There will be, it's really just going to literally be you and me staring at the camera while that video plays.
Okay.
Yeah, you know this. Pasha the Boss.
Bam.
How's it going, man?
All good.
I'm very excited for this interview, bro.
Me too.
As I told you, I've been a fan, longtime fan.
Oh, thank you.
Following you ever since I saw you. I think probably it was a very viral video of you like doing a dive over a cliff and you like barely touch the cliff and then you flip and fall into.
I think House of Highlights posted it.
Yeah, I don't know. It popped up in my feed.
Oh.
I don't know. It just popped up in my Explore feed. And I was like, holy shit! And then I think Complex posted it and all these other places posted it, but. I remember seeing it and then being like, okay, what happened? Did he fall? Did he trip? You know what I mean?
That's what a lot of people ask me. Did you trip? What happened?
It's the craziest, your Instagram feed is the craziest Instagram feed that exists.
Thank you. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I don't know. I just do my thing, but yeah,
you
I
just
really
do your thing.
appreciate it.
No, yeah.
Really appreciate
so I'm stoked to have you on because it's like, from a creative aspect, it's like video has propelled you to showcase your talents as a free runner, right?
Yeah.
And I think just the combination of that plus your story has got to be so insane because you're not from America. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Latvia, Eastern Europe. Usually people don't even know where it is.
It's in Eastern Europe.
It's in Eastern Europe. Sometimes I show my passport at the airport and they go and start calling. Like,
where the fuck is it?
Yeah. What's good? Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, you can swear, bro. Yeah, all day. So what is it like? Is it like a super small city or?
It's a super small country. We have 1.5 million people population in all country.
Wow.
My city is just like 150,000 people.
Wow.
So it's super small.
Yeah. Is it
actually
cold?
We have seasons like strong seasons. Okay. Yeah.
But what were you gonna say?
We have 3 guys from my town that like really big in free running scene.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like one of the best 3 guys is from my city.
Holy shit.
Which is in the middle of nowhere.
That's the most random like. I mean, why? Why is that?
But I feel like people because from the beginning we didn't have much, right? Our city is small, so like nothing really is there. So we got to be creative with what we have.
Yeah.
And we learned how to be creative with nothing.
Sure.
So when we start traveling, you're like, oh, it's way more. So I can be way more creative.
Right. That's crazy. So for people who are listening, define what a free runner is, because it's like it's a mix of gymnastics and like parkour and
parkour, martial arts, everything. Yeah.
So
every kind of movement in a way.
Did you study that growing up? Were you studying martial arts and?
I studied martial. I did taekwondo for like 3 years.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about parkour or free running.
Right.
When I did that, and then later I found out YouTube, and I found this video. Actually, I didn't even find the video on YouTube first. I saw it on like my friend invited me over to show me the video on his PC. so it was just like, yeah.
You just ripped the video?
Yeah, so it just like, you just put a CD disc in the PC computer. You can't do this anymore, actually.
Right. Yeah, there's literally no CD spot on a computer.
Spot anymore, yeah. So,
but he just downloaded this video because he thought it was cool?
Yeah, he downloaded this video somewhere and he showed it to me, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is what I want to do.
So what was it? What was it like?
It was a video called Russian Climber.
Okay.
Dvin's Clan, Oleg Warslov. Yeah, and he's also from my city.
Okay.
So when I first saw the video, I was like, this is the guy. I mean, he's from my city, so everything he does, I can do too. It's
right.
Not like he's from somewhere else.
So he was it's him free running, basically. So he's
in my city.
And this is the first time you've ever seen free running?
Yes.
And so you're noticing...
the best at the time.
He was the best at the time?
Yes.
Oh, shit. So you're watching the dude that's at the top. Mm-hmm. And this is relatively a new sport at that time, or had it been...
Yeah. They start... I don't know. David Bell created it. David Bell is the guy from France.
Okay.
In like, I don't know, 80s.
Oh, okay, so the 80s. So this dude's been doing it for a while. And then you're seeing like this guy running and doing these wild tricks all over your like familiar landmarks and stuff.
Also, that guy who I watched, his background was b-boying, so he was mixing it.
Like dance mixed with,
Dance mixed with, yeah. Like all like, the power moves in b-boying they have.
Yeah.
You kind of mix it with, I mean like with free running parkour.
Damn, so he had like a swag to it almost.
Yeah.
Because that's what's cool about what you guys do is there's a real swag to like gymnastics. To me, whenever I think of gymnastics, I like growing up, I'm from Iowa, so I would, Shawn Johnson's from Iowa. She's a Olympic gold medalist for gymnastics. We all watched it, and that was like my first time really watching that shit. It's very like professional and like, I'm gonna do a move. You know what I mean? It was like you knew something was coming and they do it, and it was really like elegant, and you guys add like this hip-hop swag to the way you guys do maneuvers and shit. Does that feel fair?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I don't know. You just have like a cool vibe to it.
For me, it's more like people that they don't like structure. They like parkour and free running because there is no structure.
Right.
Like you can do it literally wherever you want, and you call it wherever you want to.
Yeah.
It just happened to be that like because we started on the streets and we kind of all saw free running and parkour at the beginning. We're like, oh, let's call it like this. But at the end of the day, everyone has their own style,
Right. Jesus.
So, yeah.
So
someone like martial arts, so they mix it with martial arts. Someone like hip hop, they're gonna mix it with hip hop. Someone like, I don't know, stunts, they're gonna mix it with stunts.
Right.
It's like it's just what you like, and plus you have this freedom, and you can go outside and explore as well.
Yeah. Is it common for people to kind of mix? Like say they really like martial arts and they start martial arts, but then they kind of bring in some dance. Is it strange for people who are watching you to add in something that you normally wouldn't add in, or is it kind of a compliment? Like if your style, and tell me what your style is or what you think your style is.
I don't even know. Just like I experiment.
Yeah, it's everything.
Still looking for my style.
Okay, word. Yeah,
my style is just like experimenting, try new things. Try something I never tried before, or like I think no one ever tried before.
Right.
Which I still think everything been done before, because I believe that people did this for a long times. They just didn't have cameras to record it.
So you think that someone did a backflip off someone's face?
I knew you were gonna ask.
I saw that shit this morning. I was like, bro, what? I don't know, man. I don't think that there's anyone on this planet that's like, man, there's no way to document this shit, but I'm gonna flip off that guy's face right now. I don't think so. I think you're the first person to let that happen. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah. You guys are nuts. Okay, so before I dive into like the history, like kind of how you came up, you're sponsored by Red Bull?
I do. Yeah.
So is that your main sponsor?
My main sponsor is Red Bull.
And you guys are, there's like only a few of you that are free runners.
Like
five people.
6 people, yeah.
So is that like your main sponsor? That's like your main supporter?
Main supporter, yeah.
That's pretty sick. When did you get sponsored by them?
2011.
Okay, cool. So they jumped on it like at the beginning. So like
it was a good timing as well. But actually, it happened just because I didn't reply to email.
What do you mean?
I didn't. It's funny. Yeah. So basically, at the time I did this competition they organized a competition in Greece, and they was trying to reach out to me. I don't know. I remember I didn't see the email. I didn't reply. I don't know why. And then so Greece, they reach out to Latvia, and then Latvia, like, they called me on my phone basically and said, like, you have to reply that email. Are you going
The country.
Yeah. No. I mean, like, my Red Bull, like my Red Bull
I
in
was
my
like,
country.
the country is literally calling you, like, hey man,
That would be sick.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'm not from North Korea.
Right. Right. So Red Bull is getting a hold
Red
of
Bull
you.
Latvia. Yeah. So basically, what is Red Bull? Red Bull is like, it's like a franchise in a way. Like Red Bull America, they all connected, but they still like have nothing to do with Red Bull Latvia, and
Right.
Red Bull Greece. So
Well, because they know
they
their
have different marketings.
right.
Yeah.
They know their area and they know
Yeah.
like what would work for that country.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So they hit you and got you
So
locked.
so from Latvia and Red Bull, and then I had a meeting with Red Bull Latvia, and they're like, "Do you want to be an athlete?" So this is how I became an athlete. Just randomly.
Had you had any sponsors before that?
No.
Had you even thought about sponsors at that time?
I always had this idea, but I didn't know how.
Right, because it's like you guys are in such a new lane.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Was the guy that was from your town that you saw first do it? Was he sponsored and things like that? Like, were you looking up to
He
him
did
in
some
that
cool
way?
stuff. His first job ever when he was 16, he toured with Madonna.
Oh, as a dancer,
Yeah.
doing.
I mean, not
like,
as a dancer. Remember that song Jump, Madonna?
Yeah, was there a video to it or something?
Yeah, it was a video to it, like parkour video.
He was the person. in the
He was
video?
like, they was touring, but they did like a stage performance.
Wow.
And they did parkour.
That's sick. Damn, at 16 years old.
At 16, his first job.
Holy
Crazy.
shit.
Yeah.
So okay, so you having support like that. Do you have any other sponsors besides Red Bull?
Not really. No.
Or is it like, do you do
I
random
do like
one-off?
brand deals sometimes,
Yeah.
stuff like that, like
Right.
social media. Sometimes I do stunts in the movies.
Yeah, yeah, that's
As
crazy.
I said, like no structure, trying everything.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't really limit myself.
I mean, it literally feels free. Like the ability to. I mean, to me, it's like you're an artist in the sense of how you use your body and you're able to maneuver it and put it in different spaces.
Yeah, that's exactly how. Yeah, that's exactly how I see it. Is like parkour artist versus parkour athlete.
Yeah, that's.
In case what I'm doing, you know.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so you take me back when you were a kid. You before this happened, what was your childhood like? Before you saw that CD on your friend's PC, what was your childhood like for you growing up?
It was interesting. But we did dumb stuff anyway. We like go to climb abandoned building and stuff like that. Then all my friends was into like bad stuff actually. Yeah.
Bad stuff?
Yeah, bad stuff. Like stealing stuff.
Yeah.
Just drinking. Because, you know,
Like
small town.
Yeah.
Like every small town, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking about this to my friends actually not so long ago that like parkour kind of saved my life. Because like a lot of my friends, they like in jail right now or they out of the country working somewhere like as immigrants. So parkour kind of gave me that second chance in life, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I mean, being at what year? How old were you when you found the like love for the sport?
14.
14. But before that, you were already starting doing gymnastics or anything like that?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
There is nothing there. You can't, like, I always wanted to do gymnastics. There is simply not facilities.
So you guys were just mobbing around, stealing stuff and climbing,
yeah, just climbing stuff. Yeah, like
that is so
real
true.
Parkour. Though.
Yeah, but you had a thing for a rush. Like you were looking for this like energy rush to kind of see like how you could push the limits of stuff. Which I think back when I was a kid, it was the same thing. Like we'd always try to do mischief shit.
Into fighting. So I remember just going to school earlier just to fight with people.
Really? You would fight people?
Yeah.
Just to fight with
Yeah, just to fight. Like your school time, you have to be there like at 10.
Yeah.
You go there at 8, and so you can 2 hours for fighting. I remember doing it.
Like, did you guys actually have real beef, or was it just to fight?
Just to fuck around.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, what were you playing? Any other sports? Like, was there any other sports you were into?
I did taekwondo.
Taekwondo is
I
that
did
the
taekwondo.
okay?
But then we didn't have much money in my family, so I gotta quit.
Yeah. What's your family? What's up with your family?
No, I mean like my family. I always lived with my mother.
Okay.
So I never really lived with my father. I know who he is and stuff, but I'm not really in touch with him.
Sure.
So yeah, and my mother, she was on her.
She raised you. Did you have
Yeah.
siblings?
Yeah, my sister. Yeah, she's from the different dad.
What does she do? Does she do free running?
No, she's 16 right now.
Oh, wow.
She's do piano. She's
Nice.
really good actually.
Is she?
She made songs. Yeah.
You guys should do a collab, man.
should do collab.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
She got to grow up first.
Right. Yeah, I know. Right. It's crazy. Yeah, but I mean, that other dude was touring with Madonna at 16.
Yeah, I know.
You don't
That's
know.
True.
She could be playing for me, Madonna, and she just
Maybe.
needs to hear it. That's so. Growing up, did you, as you're kind of out like trying to find your purpose as a youth, like you're going around and you guys are doing whatever dumb shit? Were you always like looking out for your little sister at the time, or was it kind of like
Yeah,
that?
I remember that too. Yeah, it's funny that you asked. No one really asking me that question.
Well, it's
Because I remember I was like, at the time, 11, and then I started parkour when she was still young, so it was like, look after her. So a lot of times, there's what I think also saved me in a way, because I have to, like, at some point in a day, I have to go and pick her up from the kindergarten.
right.
So,
So you
a
had
lot
the
of times, like,
responsibility.
yeah. So I have that responsibility, so I have to be careful, and and then like when I pick her up, I have to spend my day, the rest of the day with her till my mother finish work.
Right. Man, that's crazy.
And usually you do start crazy, you doing crazy shit during the night.
Yeah.
So at that time I'm busy, so it's good.
Right. You're like family man by day,
Yeah.
insane person at night.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you find the CD. I mean, it sounds like you kind of roll right into it. But during your studies and stuff, were you a good student at that time?
Not really, no.
So you didn't really-
especially when I found it, I just
You
I
abandoned
completely
school.
Stopped. Like
Right. Did you start like testing and experimenting at school? Like if you had to be there already, were you like trying to practice free running or like do anything there?
Yeah.
So what did like your friends or people at the school start to think of you taking on the hobby? Did you?
They felt it's cool. They felt like I have talent. They said like, yeah, you should do it. It's cool. And then, but at the time it was kind of popular though. I feel like it was a wave that everyone was doing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I remember 2006, 7, everyone. And then year later, everyone stopped. I remember like training with 20 people and then training by myself in like this.
What? Why? Why do you think that it stopped?
Just, I don't know.
The fad ran out or whatever?
I don't know.
That's
Just,
interesting.
I remember like I was doing it like after, and my friend came to me. He's like, "Yo, why are you still doing it?" It's like it's not training anymore. So they did it because it was training at that time.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like I don't know. I just like it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's training or not.
Right.
Like,
I mean, to me, it sounds like when I grew up, it was skateboarding nonstop. Like that was it. We would go to a skate park. You'd like practice. You'd try to get better.
Yeah.
You test things out. But you also built like a community. You know what I mean? Like your friends.
we have sick like big community around the world. We know a lot of people doing it. Yeah.
So did you find that you were like connecting to these people and building
for
bonds?
Sure. They are my people. They are the people who understand me in a different level. Like they understand movement. They understand what I'm going through while I'm getting ready for the stunt.
Yeah.
I can talk to them and be like, yeah, I have exactly the same. There's very few people I can talk it about, you know?
Right.
Because a lot of people, they see final result. They see me like, okay, he did crazy shit.
Right.
But what it took me, they don't really know.
Yeah. That's
Like how many times I thought about it. Like what was the preparation? Because like you can't do this stuff when you're stupid. You just can't.
right.
You got to be smart. You got to think. You got to analyze things. You can't just send it. You can like 1 time, 2 times, but not like continuously
Right.
over years. You can't do that.
Right.
It's not possible.
So you really relied on this community. Like before, I mean, at the time when you started, was there a big internet community? Was it like that, or was it more
forums.
so? It was forums.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So were you building like genuine friendships, like people that you would go meet eventually, like go on to meet them?
So basically we started talking on forums, and then back in 2009, there was this one of the biggest events. It was a World Freerunning Barclay Card event, like
Okay.
Freerunning Championship. It was a big name.
Yeah, right.
So they invited me there to participate. It was my first ever
Competition.
travel competition out of my country. And I mean, I never really competed in my country because there's
Right.
no one to compete against, and yeah, whatever. So I went to London when I was 16 for the first time.
Wow.
It was cool.
How far is that from where you're from?
3-hour flight.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not.
So did your mom go with you? Did you just go by yourself?
No, one of my another friend. He was a little older. Yeah, he kind of took responsibility of me.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, is that the first time leaving the country?
No, it was second time. But before I left the country just for like it was close. You know, it was
Right.
like
Yeah, like a
next country, like
Sure.
Lithuania. So
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, but this was a first big deal. Yeah,
yeah. You're going to London.
only going to London. Yeah.
So what was that experience like?
It was good because like I don't know what happened, why I got invited, because I made my show reel
Right.
6 months before. I make my show reel, I posted to that forum, and I posted on YouTube as well, I feel like. And then people seeing it who organized the event is like, oh, we need that guy too. So they invited me. So it was kind of cool that I just make my video and I got invited immediately.
Yeah,
almost.
that's crazy. So what you would?
And I was thinking, yeah, I'm so fucking good. I gotta destroy that competition. People gotta know about me. And I got last place.
Last place?
Yeah.
Shit.
It was good because like all that pride and ego just like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
helped me a lot for sure.
Okay, so 2 questions. One, before you get to the competition, is how are you making the show reel? Are you having like a homie shoot you?
Yeah.
So it's just like it's like skate tapes.
One camera kind of like I knew the guy with the camera, so I gotta become friend with him. And
So he was he interested in the sport too, or he just was
he
good?
was interested. Yeah, he did that at the time. Yeah.
So is there a technique involved? I mean, at the time you were so new, so I'm sure it's developed tenfold. But to being able to shoot this in a way that looks as big as it feels.
Fisheye.
What is it? Fisheye. Yeah, there you go. Getting close and round.
It was fisheye. Yeah, I didn't care. I just, yeah. All I need is a fisheye. Yeah, that's what I said. He had fisheye. He had camera. That's it.
So you just did a series of tricks.
Just go close. Make sure it looks further. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Was it? How long was the video?
It was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So you just uploaded it to YouTube and as well as sent them like the demo reel. You sent.
No, I didn't send anywhere. I just posted to the forum. It was like big forum, like Free Run Family or something. Free Run Family, and then YouTube.
Wow. So
And
someone
it wasn't even my channel because I didn't have computer back then. I gave it to my friends that posted on YouTube. So he posted under his channel.
That is insane. So someone in this forum clearly works for that competition.
Mm-hmm.
So or knows is connected to it.
No, somehow connect. Yeah, we all connected somehow.
Right. So they see it and recommend them. They eventually invite you out. You
Mm-hmm.
come in thinking you're the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Finding out that you were shit at the time.
Yeah.
So to get last place, what happened? Were you making mistakes, or was it like how do they judge? Like usually you just run around and you're testing stuff, but now you're doing a competition. Like were you used to that format?
Look, my style was very different already back then. So for the judges, it was hard to understand. Was it a fall or like he meant to do it? Because I did like a wall roll. I did like when you go like a flyaway of a bar, you cut your feet and then you roll. So I did like something different that no one really did before. So they didn't really get it.
Huh.
And later, people started doing the same stuff. Later, it became a thing. Like wall roll became a thing. This thing that I did became a thing.
Wow.
It was just too early.
Yeah, you were too early.
They didn't really get it.
Well, it's like, I hate tying this to skateboarding, but it's like Tony Hawk did a 900 and then they all knew what it was. That's possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can score someone on that because it's been done before. So you were almost like laying down new tricks. Like, do you feel like you invented certain tricks like in the space? Like the wall roll thing. Do you feel like you were there early to be
I think, yeah. I don't know if I invented it, but I'd never seen that before. But as I said, I believe that everything been done.
Yeah.
But I never see that before. So let's say I don't know. I had to come up with idea. I didn't invent it, but I came up with idea.
Damn it! I was trying to be smooth with my thing and just give you the. And I mean, it sounds so crazy because you go into a competition and you feel like you've given it your all, and we've all been there. And I think it's hard to deal with the reality check. But I also think that some people don't get past the defeating feeling of being last place or not coming in first, whatever it may be. How did you walk away and take that knowledge in and turn it into good?
I don't know. I was sad at the time.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, okay, I gotta move on. Like what? It's just one day.
Right.
And after that, I also realized competition is just one day. It's not about your skills. It's about that day. If you're lucky that day, if you like feel good that day, it's a day thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
no, for
if
sure.
if it was like maybe Saturday, I wouldn't win. You know.
Right.
But because it was Friday.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's how I see it. I don't know.
And I think a lot of people look at it like for you to get the reality check to be like, okay, cool. I have to come into this with a completely different plan of attack next time. Like I want to re-strategize how I do another competition in the future. Maybe did it change the way you participated,
No,
or did
really.
you just keep doing the same
I
thing?
just keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. So you felt confident in what you were doing would work.
Yeah, I said like, it didn't work this time. It will work later.
So did that competition? Did you find yourself like wanting to do more now? Like after doing the first one, like oh shit, now I want to do all these.
Now I want to do more. And
Yeah.
it was also like the adrenaline and Also, what kind of freaked me out the most that I never seen that many people at the same time. Because it was
watching or competing?
Watching.
There was a lot of
never,
people.
Like in general, never see that people at the time. Because I'm from the small town,
right?
And it was London Trafalgar Square, so it was like thousands and thousands of people watching Pasha. Like, yo, you ready? I'm like,
yeah. Were you nervous?
Stiff. I'm like, yeah, of course. I never seen that many people in general on the street, and these people now, everyone look at me. So I'm like, oh my god.
So it was like a big legitimate.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it was like one of the biggest.
Is there footage from this?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Damn. Okay, so here's another question. After you finished, would you get the footage and try to watch it back to study, like, oh, I could do this different, or maybe that person did this and that?
Usually I do that, but no with that one, no with that competition.
Sure, but that,
I don't know why. Maybe because it was a bad memory or some stuff. I don't know.
Right.
To be honest.
So you go home, and like, what's your family think or your friends like? You're like, yo, I did a competition, or were you just so sad about losing that you didn't really know how to deal with it?
No, I was always thankful. I was like, from the beginning, like, things always can be better, but you got to be thankful.
Right.
Otherwise, you're stuck. Like, you be like, oh, is things getting better, and you just don't really appreciate them. You just wait till it's gonna get even more better.
So how's the next chapter roll out? Because now you're in it. Like, you obviously love the sport. You are getting recognized. People see that video and they liked it. You're getting invited to a competition. When's the next competition happen, or do you go straight into filming again and trying to create more videos of your talents and explore?
You mean back then?
Yeah, back then.
Oh yeah. No, more. I also like to always film the videos. I did a lot of videos as well.
Yeah.
Post them on YouTube. But we used to do it differently. Now with Instagram and all that, we do daily stuff.
Okay.
We used to do don't post for a year and just collect all this footage and then make a sick YouTube edit.
Right.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah. Were they getting a lot of views?
Not really.
No.
20K.
Yeah.
30K.
Right. So it's just starting.
But it was a loyal views.
Right.
20K people that watched it, they care about you and they love what you do.
Yeah.
It's not like now you have a million views, but then who cares?
Right. Yeah, no, it's so weird how that works, because it is 20,000 real fans or 20,000 real members of that community. That's interesting. So
it's with everyone like this. Even if you have 10 million followers, still there is loyal people, and there is people just to wherever, just they follow you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Can be good reason, can be also bad reason.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like if you're making these videos, you're spending the entire year doing it. What else is happening in your life at that time while you're making these videos? Were you working a job?
You gotta train. I've been lucky with Red Bull, but I know some people work as well, and then they do it as a hobby.
Oh yeah, because you guys. So that was your sponsorship, was doing that competition. That was your first time being sponsored by Red Bull.
No, that
happened later.
I did weird stuff. I was selling my fail videos to what was that? Fail Army back in the days.
The website?
Yeah.
You could sell your videos to them?
You used to.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So what? You would just show bad falls that you took?
Yeah, and just I remember I think it was $100, $150, depending on the fail.
Right.
Sometimes 200 if it's a gnarly fail.
Holy shit.
So I was selling these fails. That was my little income. They would do a little shows. I don't know, they open new cafeteria or some stuff, and we're gonna do
performances,
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, so that's the way you were making money.
As a kid, yeah. Well, as a kid, then I got sponsored by Red Bull, which was Red Bull Latvia, so it wasn't enough.
Right.
So yeah, I always hustle. Always hustle. I did. What else I do? I did Cirque du Soleil.
Really?
Yeah, I was a part of Cirque du Soleil. I
That'd
did a lot of stunt movies. I did some movies in China, India.
How were you booking these? Just through people finding your videos, or how do you get a job doing in China? You know what I mean?
Just messaging people. Yeah.
You're just messaging people yo, I'm good at stunts. Do you want me for a film?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, a lot of people because I was there from the beginning, so I have a lot of connections with people who also were there from the beginning. Now it's I don't know who do parkour. I can see someone and be yeah, this guy doing parkour, but I don't know him.
Right.
Back in the day, if I see the guy he's doing parkour, most likely I know who the guy is.
Right.
Because it was very small.
Yeah, small
community. So I still know people from that community who can help, and they're
Wow. Jeez. So I mean, how old are you at that time when you're doing stunts and movies and things like that?
I started when I was 23.
Yeah. So did you have to have training or anything like specific to doing stunts on? Because when you're doing like a movie set, there's like all these extra rules that come on top of shit because they don't want you to sue them.
I mean, my first movie was in China,
so it didn't matter.
So not really. I mean,
what was the movie? Like, what did you have to do?
Fighting, like sword fighting, but see, when they hire me for the movie, they always, you're creative, so let's see what you can do. So they want me to
come up with
something.
Really?
So yeah, so it's hard to prepare. They have to have me there and see like what's happening. So I'll be like, okay, we can use this one, we can use that, we can combine these two together. So this is the reason why they bring me into the movies, not just like, okay, fall here or do this.
Right.
Usually they want my creativity.
That's pretty dope.
Which is cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Which is really cool.
No, it's a great power to have. So you're doing these jobs, and when you said like the sponsorship was small because it was just for your country, is that like they're sponsoring you, they're paying you like a salary then at that point when you sponsor, or do they give you shit like, here's a bunch of Red Bull, good luck?
They give me Red Bull, they give me like merch, clothes. I mean, it's funny because in Red Bull they have special Red Bull athlete clothing that no one can buy.
Oh, that's dope. Right, so then you're able to wear that during competitions.
So it's cool. Yeah, I mean, just like it's just cool in general.
Right, it's sick.
A lot of people asking, where do you get this T-shirt? It's like,
you can't get that shit. Yeah, you can't get that shit. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's a good swag. And they were paying me like little salary.
Right.
But I still gotta do something.
Yeah, sure.
So when I finished the school, I work at a car wash.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
I did car wash. It was fun. Yeah, we did a little car washing. Yeah, detailing, vacuuming, doing all that shit. That's funny as hell. So you were doing car wash, you were doing that stuff. It's so interesting because it's like, why your main goal is to be able to find a way to make free running become your world, like your whole life. Yeah. Right? I don't think at the time, obviously, you probably didn't know if I just keep posting videos, like the internet will take advantage, consume me. You know what I mean? So as you're like going through and you're doing like your jobs and all this stuff, your main goal is like, all right, I'm sponsored now. I want to do competitions. Was Red Bull giving you any like direction? Like, we want to put you in these videos, or we want to, were they helping at all?
Yeah, they were helping for sure. They never give me like strict directions or anything. They just supported me. If I have ideas, I can always go to them and talk to them about my ideas. If they have ideas, they can always come back to me and talk to me about the ideas.
As far as like what? Like videos? Like making videos?
Making videos, making projects, maybe make, I don't know, like a little workshop.
Okay.
And stuff like that. I used to do workshops too.
Teaching,
yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. So where would you do those at?
In Russia. Back in Russia, I did a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, there's so many hustles. There's so many hustles.
Yeah, we kind of like jump everywhere, like, but I started practicing. At the time I was in school.
Right.
Then when I finished school, I was like working with like a construction site for a little bit. Then I went to Ireland because my family lives in Ireland. That's another story. All my family except my mother and sister lives in Ireland.
Yeah. And
so I worked there at a car wash.
In Ireland.
Then I got invited to the competition in Japan.
Okay.
I got second place, which gave me...
Is this your second competition? This is the next after the first one?
I was third.
Third, okay.
Yeah, third competition.
But how'd you do in the second one?
Second one was almost next week after the first one. It was in Sweden, Red Bull Art of Motion.
Oh, shit.
My first Red Bull Art of Motion in Sweden.
How'd you do in that one?
I got to the finals, so it was
That's
better.
pretty dope.
Yeah, it was better.
Okay, so you get to the finals in the second one, and then you place second in the third one?
Yeah.
And that's where? Where was this?
Japan,
in Japan.
Yokohama, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So
and then from then it kind of elevated. It's like second, and it was first. Like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
So what happens, does Red Bull, you get second place?
After Japan, this is how like it happened. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I did Japan.
Yeah.
And then I got second place. So I won like, I don't remember, like 2,000 euros.
For second place.
For second place. For at that time it was
unreal.
Mad money for me. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna quit car wash and I'm gonna start traveling and see what I can do with this 2,000 euros.
Holy shit.
And I'm still doing it right now.
Damn, that's crazy. Wow, that's sick. So you took the risk in Ireland, you quit the job in Ireland, and then just start traveling immediately.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that, do you mean like I'm gonna start traveling to competitions, or I'm gonna travel to places where I can make content?
Just make content. Like try to not be in Ireland, or try to go places. Try to go like, I went to Germany. I was like staying with my friends for like 8 years almost. I was
Wow.
traveling, staying with my friends. Sometimes I do a little commercial, sometimes like little performance show.
Yeah, like whatever you could get your hands on.
Whatever I can do. Yeah.
So does Red Bull
And
elevate?
sometimes we also had like a competition once a year, Red Bull Art of Motion. It kind of started for like appear for me. So I just like did a lot of art of motions, and I was winning them money.
Yeah.
So the first like 2000. So
Right.
I was collecting the money and I used it for travels and making
That's so
videos.
dope.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I needed that at that time. So
Right.
if there is no these competitions, I don't know if I could manage.
Sure.
to
Yeah.
be where,
Financially,
yeah,
of course.
Financially, yeah.
So was it? Were you traveling by yourself, or did you have like someone that you were traveling with?
I was traveling by myself. Then I met my girlfriend. I was traveling with her for 5 years. Then we broke up later in life.
Right.
But I was traveling with her like for solid 5 years.
What was she do? She just like.
she did gymnastics before,
Yeah.
and then she switched to parkour.
Oh shit.
So we did the same thing. Kind
Wow.
of. We did workshops together and stuff like that.
Cool. So that'd be like your guys' hustle was just like
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
up somewhere and try to. How would you promote a workshop? Like how do you find?
You just post on Facebook, hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna be here in LA or wherever.
Yeah, but
at that time.
Did you already have like a following at that point, or?
I kind of always had following. I don't
Oh,
know,
at the
I don't
beginning.
know how that. Yeah, because I said I feel lucky because I started in the right time.
Right. Yeah. So people would be like finding the videos or whatever and just.
Yeah,
so
if they yeah.
So it was
There
your
There
fans.
wasn't much like. When I posted my first video on YouTube, it was maybe like 20th video about parkour on YouTube.
Wow.
You know, now it's 1,000 million videos about
Yeah, yeah,
parkour,
yeah.
so it's hard. At that time, it's like only 20 videos. So if you search for parkour and if you're really, really curious about that sport, you're probably gonna find that video.
Yeah, of course. So then these workshops that you would host were for your fans, like people that already know you, and you're just like, "Yo, I'm here," and then the word would get out there. Wow, that's cool.
Usually how
many people would be in a workshop usually?
I don't know, like 20, 25.
You still do them?
No,
No.
not anymore. Yeah,
There's
last time I did it 3 years ago.
Wow, 20 or 30 people.
When I start doing movies, it's a good money, but also like it's a hard work.
Yeah,
So I like a lot, like I can save up a lot of money.
yeah, from doing like one job for a film,
yeah.
right? Of course.
You can work for 3 months and then you can, I don't know, do
Chill.
whatever you want for like a year.
Yeah, that's amazing. So okay.
But again, like don't get me wrong, it's not like I can like go and spend money. It's just like
Yeah,
I'm
of
very
course.
careful with what I have.
No, that's smart. So with like the third competition in Japan, right? Japan, yeah.
Third competition in Japan, yeah.
Okay, so you win that. Does that change the way Red Bull, like how they can? I don't know.
I wasn't sponsored at the time.
At that time, you weren't.
No.
Oh, okay. So this is leading to you getting sponsored.
Yeah. So and next one was in Greece. No, was it in Greece? Wait, Japan. What was after Japan? It was different. It was Switzerland. I feel like.
Fire. You just go to the illest spots. You just get to go to the illest spots.
I just don't remember.
I love Switzerland.
Yeah, I think it was Switzerland.
Yeah. But okay, so you go there, and wherever it is, Red Bull ends up sponsoring.
Yeah,
you.
and then it happened. Let's say it was Switzerland, and then next one's supposed to be in Santorini, Greece.
Okay.
Which after that Santorini, Greece, it was 2011. It stayed there for like 7 years.
In Greece.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Just because what the train is so good or something.
They liked it. Everyone liked that spot.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful spot and it works perfectly. All these levels and it just works.
Is this the same? I don't remember if this is the video I saw. And trust me, I'm gonna watch everything now after this. Is it the one where it's like you're kind of working your way down like buildings and shit, right?
Wide buildings.
Yeah, of course. Those videos on Red Bull were nuts. I mean, that's the best part about Red Bull is their outlet for media can teach you about a lot of new sports. You know what I mean? If you're an enthusiast of extreme sports in general, but maybe you only like motocross or something, like by being a fan of Red Bull, they're introducing you to something like parkour. They're introducing you to the shit where they wear the suits and they fly through the air.
They that's why I like Red Bull because they support weird shit.
Super weird shit. Yeah, I mean,
but it's cool.
Yeah. No, it's the illest.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone wants to be sponsored. I want to be sponsored by Red Bull right now, just cause this shit's tight.
That's cool, yeah.
But you lock in the deal with them, or they sponsor you right out the gate, but it's still with like the Latvia Red Bull.
Yeah. So marketing is not as big, so my salary is not like that great. So
Right.
it's not enough to like support myself.
But now over these next few years, you keep doing these competitions. You're getting first place, you're getting first place, and you're starting to build your following. Does Red Bull look at you differently as far as
I'm
like?
Red Bull International now.
Okay.
So it's
When did that switch happen?
Actually, not so long ago.
Really?
It switched up only this year, actually.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because this year, I mean, over the last 2 years, my following started growing way more.
Right. Which I'm sure.
Yeah, because before I was like, oh, kind of my Red Bull Latvia is not really working for me, so maybe I try something else. So that's why I tried stunts. I tried Cirque du Soleil. So I was like still finding the way to make money and do what I love.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And then when I did that, I saved up money. So like, okay, now I want to do more social media, more training, more social media, more what I love.
Right.
So I start doing that, and then they're like, hold on a minute, like, oh, you're from okay. So they like found out that all that situation that happening. And they're like, okay, we gotta take you on board differently. Right. That's interesting. So man, that's crazy how that works. You know what I mean? Like, because it's the same with artists. Like a musician may be signed as. Do you listen to Frank Ocean? Do you ever hear him? No. Great artist. It's like Tyler, the Creator's really good friend. He works with like Jay and everybody. Anyway, he was signed as a songwriter and put out his own project as, and I might be fucking up the story, but it's inspirational, the version I created. But he put out his own project under a different, his real name was signed as a songwriter. He put out the Frank Ocean project, and then the same label was like, who is this artist? We need to find him. We need to sign him. But they already had him on the team. But it sounds similar to yours, where it's like they already have you on the team, but they're noticing this like virality behind your content that you're making. And they're like, wait, what? We got to figure this out. So out of all you said there's 5 Red Bull artists, like, or free runners? Free runners, yeah. So out of all of those, how many are international now? Just you. Is it really just you? Yeah, just me. So are the other ones all from Latvia? Where are they all from now? I wish. One guy. We have Australia, we have Latvia, we have Greece, we have Germany, we have the girl, actually, she's from Turkey. Oh, dope. And I think that's it. So when you guys go to competitions, all of you guys are there? Yeah, they send everyone? Most likely, yeah. Yeah, okay. So then... I mean, if you have a good excuse, you don't have to go. Right. But most of the time, everyone goes because you don't really need excuse. It's kind of cool because it happens once a year and it brings family back. Right, yeah, absolutely. So people trying to go. It's not like someone like, oh, shit, I competition. I have to go again. No. So what's the events like? Like, what do you guys do when you get to the city? Are you going to the location and scouting, like trying to plan your... Everything happened before, like the organization part. They scout everything and they build everything and then just bring people. Okay, this is the course. This is where you start. This is where you finish. This is the training days. This is the training hours. This is your hotel. Do your thing. So how long? Competition is on Sunday. How long will you have? How long do you take when you prepare for? 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Full days. Not full days. No, just like 2 3 days and like, let's say 3 hours a day. Right. Yeah, you can do that full day. I believe it. I'm sure it's exhausting as fuck. When I started, I was doing it 8 hours a day as a kid. Back when I was younger. Crazy. Yeah, man. Is that nuts? No food, nothing. I remember. Oh my god.
What up, creators? I want to remind you about our community at jointhehomies.com. The homies are the squad of legends who support what we do here at Black with No Cream so we can continue to build this platform into the best educational space for content creators on earth. And in return for that support, we give you a bunch of sick perks all month long, like access to our live stream tutorials and hangouts, bonus podcast episodes, and so much more. Check us out at jointhehomies.com. Let's go! So you go through, you kind of plan out your ideas. How often do you find you plan your idea during warm-ups or those 2 or 3 days, and then when you get to the competition, do you ever change what your plan was because you see, oh, this person just did something different. Damn, I gotta change. I gotta go harder, or I gotta do this differently. Or do you ever change your plan the day of?
Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, definitely.
Can that cause mistakes, I guess?
It can, yeah, it can. But you shouldn't do it. You should do whatever you plan, and you should feel like, because why you change your plan? Because you feel insecure, right? You're just like, oh, someone did it better. Yeah. Do your thing. If someone did exactly the same thing, just, I don't know, do it. I don't know. I still think it's different. Right. Because if you do something and I do it, it's going to be different. Yeah, of course. So, I don't know. Sure. Even though we're going to do the same trick, it all depends how it connected, and I don't know. See, when I do competitions, I compete with myself. Because I'm thinking I gotta do the run, so I'm happy with it. Right. I'll be looking at my run after and be like, I did a great job. Right. This is the goal. Even if I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna watch that video and be like, yeah, I did everything I can. Right. Yeah, that's cool. Damn.
That's gotta feel so good, dude. After you finish,
yeah.
To watch it back if you killed a run that you were proud of.
And you don't really care. Like, you don't. Sometimes you can do like it happened a lot when people they did shitty run. Somehow they won, and they embarrassed. They can't even show it to people. They're like, I won, but they know that it's not true. Yeah. And when you do something great, it doesn't matter on result.
Right.
Like on the marks, like in school, like it's great. Look at this.
Yeah.
And it's great.
So what do you find specifically with Red Bull? What do you find that they're empowering you to do now? Like, is it like, oh hey, I have an idea where we all go to this country and we do this shit through this spot that I found and I think it'd be sick and I need that helicopter to do the backflip thing over us.
That's exactly what's happening right now. I pitch the ideas to Red Bull and they
make it happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty sweet spot right now.
Yeah.
Just gotta use it right.
Have you experimented with it yet since you've gone international? Have you
Yeah, we're working on some projects right now. I cannot really talk about it.
Sure, right. Yeah, it takes time.
But yeah, like it's way easier now. I know people and people people treat me differently as well because they know I'm international now. So and they know my all these followers as much as like I started not because of that. It helps you. At the end of the day. It's just
unreal.
People
man.
see you have 1 million followers, they treat you differently. It's just how the world works.
Yeah,
it's sad, but you're playing by the rules or you don't play the game.
Well, it opens up the doors for new connections because it's a little bit easier to get someone to take you serious. I always said it like, man, if I could get verified, I just want that so that I pop up in people like your DMs. And that you're more inclined to check it. So if I was like, yo, you have a great story, I want to get you on the podcast, you probably never see it if it's just in there with thousands of other people messaging you.
This is how the world works.
It is.
And you even check the comments with the check marks.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, okay, this comment I like.
It's like you only got 5 comments instead of 5,000. You know what I mean? It's really...
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
But it's perception. And I think that it's also cool.
It is perception, yeah.
Like that Red Bull, now being international, you get access to, I would imagine, like if you had... the collaboration opens up to a whole nother level because you have access to all their athletes basically, right?
Yeah.
Like, in an ideal world, you could pitch like, oh, I really like whoever that surfer is and I want to do is something around, whatever. And you can really pitch that shit. So you have like full control to tap into that, which is so sick.
It's cool. I don't know how I get here, but somehow I did. I don't know.
Hard work. All right.
There is no particular plan how to do it. I cannot tell you how to get there.
Right.
It just kind of like happens. If you like love what you do and you're passionate about it, I guess we're all gonna end up somewhere nice.
Right.
I don't know. But again, life keeps going. Shit can happen. And
you said like you had your girl with you for 5 years and she was also into the sport. So it's like you guys kind of have that bond and passion towards the same thing, which is super helpful. I know a lot of people probably like they may be in relationships and the person has no interest in whatever they're doing, so it's probably harder to balance that. Did you ever have moments like, whether obviously not with her because she was into it, but like friends and family towards like the last 2 recent years that found like what you're doing, like they didn't understand it, or did anyone ever try to steer you away from doing this or anything like that, or does that ever get in your head?
Sometimes I feel like, well, I'm getting a little older, so I think about it more. So how it looks, like what I'm doing for other people. I'm like 27-year-old. What the fuck are you doing? You're going and climb and jump, do flips.
Right. Yeah.
Make people standing on your face. I don't know. It's like thinking like logically and thinking as an adult. But then I'm still a kid. Inside, I'm a kid.
Hell yeah.
I'm the biggest kid, so I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, YOLO.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I never thought about quitting or anything like that. Just sometimes think about like, maybe it's not smart.
Sure.
But I like it.
Man. I think that's the best part about it. Is
I wake up in the morning. What can I do today? Where can I go? What can I try? What trick can I try?
Right.
Yeah, it's just exciting to me.
Do you keep like a list of ideas in your phone?
Yeah.
Is that how you keep? You
usually
plan?
I do. I have like a notebook.
Yeah.
And I like to spell it because someone told me that like if you spell it, you kind of like materialize it, and it kind of real already because it's on paper.
Right.
It's already something. It's material.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't know why.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like journal keeping and shit like that too.
So it's kind of already happened because it's already on paper.
Right.
Because phone is still feel a little bit too digital.
Well, and things get lost, and you can make so many of those and
Yeah.
never find them later or whatever. Like,
But like some days I can come up with like 70 different ideas.
Jesus.
I just be sitting there. It's so funny how you come up with ideas because usually it's out of blue.
Right.
You know, it's just like you can talk about. Even now we can have podcasts, and I think like in my idea be about something completely different.
Right. Yeah.
It's so funny how just like something triggers that idea.
Right. Yeah.
Your words, the way you build your sentence, the way I like I see the wall, then I see you, then I see the light, mic, and then somehow
You're like, I'm gonna flip off that
leads
shit,
to
dude.
something. Yeah, something weird. It's
Right.
not connected, but it is somehow.
How many of the ideas that you write down do you actually complete? Do you feel like there's a big percentage of them that you do?
Yeah, because I always try to make it very simple.
Right.
Because I always, if I think of idea, I just like, especially if it's like an Instagram idea or I want to do it now and the next day, I think what I can do in the next day. You know, because a lot of people, why they come up with the idea but they make it too complicated from the beginning.
Right.
It's too complete. Like you're probably not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be honest with myself. Like, okay, this idea is hard. How can I make it simple? How can I like make it happen with what I have? Not if I have this, that, or this. It's more like, what if I have only what I have now?
Right.
I have to do it now, so there is no excuses. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I have to buy this, and then I'm gonna get this, and then we're gonna make it. I was like, no, I have this now. This is my T-shirt. This is the spot. What I can do here now.
Right.
This is the goal now.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, that's the best way you can move, and having access to like the quality of cell phones right now makes it even easier. There's no excuse
Yeah.
not to shoot something, right?
For sure, yeah.
Because that to the point, like I'm sure sometimes it matters about camera quality and like the style or whatever, but if you're really just like, I'm gonna make something for the sake of my brand and keeping the content flowing and stuff, it's
Yeah.
like you have the ability to make stuff at such a low cost value anymore.
Exactly. You need friends and phone.
Yeah, you need friends on phone.
That's it.
Damn. Yeah, I think so many people sit in their head for so long and like you said, make things complicated and I'm gonna do this, but I need to get this first before I do that, and then you just sit on that idea for months. Sucks. Damn.
Yeah, it's happened to a lot of people. Yeah. Obviously, I do plan bigger ideas, but then it's different. It's like more. I take my time on the idea. I be thinking about it longer.
Right.
But all these quick Instagram ideas, it just do it now or like yeah.
Do you put the content elsewhere? Are you uploading it to Facebook and things like that too?
Not really.
Really?
No. Yeah. I use my Instagram. I post. Oh, TikTok now. I don't know. It's a thing right now.
It's very much a thing.
I don't understand that.
Just do what you're doing.
But I'm posting. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it hitting? Is it doing?
It's doing well. Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok's crazy, man.
It's doing well for everyone.
Yeah.
That's why everyone loves TikTok.
Yeah, of course. Well, not me, man. I just posted a video yesterday of my cat and it only got 100 views, bro.
You gotta post every day. You gotta post 5 times a day.
It's probably true.
Yeah,
that's the algorithm, probably, huh?
Wow.
5
times a day, and then some videos got. As soon as like what happened to me, I had like 4,000 followers for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I posted one video that got like 15 million views.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then from 4, it grew to 200K in like 2 days.
Yeah. That's
It's just
insane. That's TikTok, man. I think David Dobrik was talking about having done one video that got, I think it was like a billion or two,
views,
something. Yeah, 1.5 billion views, and he's like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make sense. Like, is there really 1 billion people on this platform like consuming? Who knows? But brands fucking are like.
And someone said that like it's not like every time they watch it they count as a watch.
Right.
You know, it's if like on Instagram you watch it once from your account, it only counts as a one watch, and then if you watch it again, it's not gonna count.
Interesting.
And in TikTok, it's counting every time people watching it.
Right.
So from one account, if I watch it 10 times, it's gonna count. It's gonna like counts as a 10 watches.
I mean, that's shit. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? Like, but some people I like making short, like social bit content, like loopy, 3 to 7 second clips. And I used to love it because the views would always tack up quicker because they were shorter, and people would just like live in that moment. Same with your content. It's like you do something and you watch it 3 times. I would imagine that's 3 views. Who knows?
It's the biggest compliment when people said like, "Oh, I watched your video 10 times."
Oh yeah, man.
I'm like,
because you're trying
something.
you're trying to figure out how you don't die. Like I'm just watching like, how do you not die doing this shit? Or like, if I walked up to that same jungle gym, could I do the same thing? No, man, impossible for me. It's impossible for me. So when did you move to America, man?
I moved to America October.
Oh, okay.
Very
Shit.
recently, yeah.
So what made you want to move here? Films?
Just energy. No, more like energy. Energy to create.
Yeah.
Yeah, not movies for sure.
Right.
If I want to do movies, best place for me would be England probably, because I already have a lot of connections there. Yeah, I like just the weather here, people, like I can do, especially with my Instagram, with my social media, is kind of a tool, so I can use it here. Because people, like as you said, they see the blue check or they see 1 million followers and they answering you and they happy to connect with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just like connecting with like creative people. Yeah, keep growing my social media. Now I have like Red Bull money and I have stunt money that I did. So I just exploring.
Right.
Yeah.
What,
and it's a good place to be.
Like, had you been here before?
I've been here before too. I was going like for a year back and forth.
For what?
Because I was on ESTA.
What's that?
ESTA is like an electronic form. So every time for you, for example, you have to go to Europe, you can stay there only 3 months at a time.
Oh, yeah, right.
Otherwise, they're going to question you.
Yeah.
So with America, they have this electronic form. You got to fill before you go to country. But this form only let you stay 3 months at a time.
Yeah, right.
So I go here. But I never stay 3 months because it's too suspicious. And they're going to start questioning you on borders and stuff like that. So I go month here, spend month in Europe, month here, month
back and forth.
I did it for a year.
Right.
And then I got my visa. So now I'm on special talent visa. It's funny. It's like I got my special talent visa for parkour.
That's fucking sick.
That's why I'm in America.
That's
it's
insane.
so funny. Every time they ask me like, so what do you do? Parkour. Oh, so you're the crazy guy jumping from the roof to roof? Yeah. And then our country give you the visa to do that in that country. But that's why I like America. You know, because they just like they support people. They see the potential. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Because in a lot of countries like parkour, we're gonna give you a visa. You're gonna kill yourself in my country. No.
Right. That's interesting.
And here they like, yo, what you do is dope. Keep doing it. We're gonna support you. We're gonna give you that visa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could potentially die. And we could use that as an awesome headline to make ad money. Sick.
Yeah.
Fucking savage at CNN or something.
I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it somehow.
I know. Is it when you moved here? Did you have a lot of friends already from having made the trips back and forth, or did you have to kind of build a new network of friends here to kind of collaborate with and work with? Or did Red Bull put you in a spot to like potentially? Not
at the beginning. Now Now I'm in contact with Red Bull US. But I always knew people. Yeah. It's kind of. I feel it's kind of like because I did it for a long time, so a lot of people knew who I am. So they just like, oh, welcome to my house. You can stay with me. So let's hang out together.
Right.
But now I get a lot of more new friends.
Is like the freerunner community large in LA?
It is pretty large.
Like, do the people you do videos with, are they also free runners? And
also free runners.
And so they're like trying to get content?
Free runners, trickers, everyone kind of like with who I hang out, trying to make content and stuff like that.
What's the difference between a free runner and a tricker? For my noob ass.
Tricking is more like martial arts related thing, and they do stuff only on the floor, and they do kicks while they do flips, basically.
Got it. That shit looks crazy in slow motion.
Oh, tricking is insane. My roommate, one of the best trickers in the world.
Really?
Yeah, Bailey Payne.
Holy shit. Shout out.
Shout out to Bailey Payne.
Yeah, shout out to Bailey Payne. Damn, that's crazy. It's like the injury level has to be through the roof. Like, how often are you fucking yourself up, dude?
Not that often.
Really?
Yeah, not that often. Because I'm always like, I calculated before. And I like, if like, for example, the jump on the roof, everyone will always talking about jumps on the roof. They love that. So I'm never going to jump on the roof my 100%. It's always going to be 70.
What do you mean? Like 70?
Like 70% of what I can.
Right.
I'm never going to push it to the 100.
Yeah, because you don't want to die?
No. Yeah. It's just like, and my 70% look like 100% to a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because as I said, they see final result. They don't see me train. They don't see me like trying and trying over and over again. You see one time, and like, you know how many times I tried the thing you mentioned? I did a front flip and then went close and did another one.
Yeah.
I tried like over 20 times and I was eating shit.
Were you?
Yeah.
But it's not like you're eating shit. It's not like breaking a hand or
no
bone.
It's just because I always like, I take it step by step. I start practicing with something easier and then I build up the progress.
Right.
I never go from zero to hero because you go from zero to hospital probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Brain injury, brain dead. Yeah. No more money.
No more money. It's not only that. Like I'd rather be healthy. I'd rather be poor but healthy.
Yeah, of course. Well, and take care of yourself.
Rich and sick and be like.
Yeah, man.
because I see this like when a lot of people with a lot of money when they sick and they know it's just like all this money worth nothing anymore.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
And I know that one trick. Sometimes like some of the days I'd be like, I'm not doing anything today. I feel something. I feel bad or whatever. I'm not gonna do anything that day. Like I never push myself to do something. Like it's not that I have to.
Is that hard?
If I wanted to, I do it. But if I don't, if I feel something weird, I'm not gonna do it.
How do you deal with that when working with like a brand or a movie?
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you decide? Like, because at some point you are your expert, so you're the only person that can walk. Like, imagine on a film they want to work with the bear, and they're gonna bring the bear in, and then the guy's like, we can't film today. This bear's pissed. Like it's gonna kill you if we bring it in here.
That's why
it's part of it.
That's why a lot of bad stuff happening on the movies and all those jobs.
Yeah,
because they force people. Because shooting there is expensive.
It is expensive.
But then it get more expensive when someone get hurt.
So I imagine you probably haven't ran into having to deal with that.
For me, most of the time it's like fuck it.
Fuck it, I'll go to 100.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. As much as I don't want to say it, yeah.
Damn.
When they pay you money and then they bring you there, you just feel all these responsibilities.
Does the energy change when you're in those environments because of all that?
Do
you feel? Does it get you like kind of like that? Feeling?
Ask every artist like if they made painting like just by themselves, they enjoy it's the best painting, and when they get paid, doesn't matter how much, it will feel different to paint that painting.
Yeah.
So it's same here.
Right.
It will as soon as someone put money there, it changed everything.
But does something about executing a move? Like, okay, to go into, let's kind of transition to films. You've been, like, you work with Michael Bay, right?
Oh, Michael Bay. Crazy guy.
Yeah, direct. So you're working directly with him. He's giving you direction and everything.
Yeah.
And you're doing wild stunts. Like the one video, again, went super dumb viral of you, like, falling
for the roofs.
Through the roof.
It was scary, man. It was scary stuff.
I fucking bet, bro.
It wasn't enough preparation.
How come? How come?
I mean, they rushing things. As I said, shooting day is very expensive. You gotta do shit quick. They're not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be hard. Like, no, we're doing it. Boom, boom, set it up. Okay, cool, guys. Here, 3, 2, 1, action. Boom, done. Move on.
Wow.
Yeah, especially with Michael Bay. Like, he works crazy. He filmed that. I fall, and they all parked, and they start living. Like, that's it. Like,
you're still getting off the airbag thing.
Yeah.
He's already in a golf cart, like taking.
Yeah, he's already living, and then like the riggers help me to like de-rig and stuff. Yeah, it just
So how'd that come to be? Like that film, like working with Michael Bay. Was that the first time you worked with him?
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a cool experience. No, it was a really cool experience, but it was a little bit too dangerous. Yeah.
But the IG video was worth it, right? Like you got that. That's sick.
I got
what
IG
film
video.
was that for? Did it come out yet?
6 Underground. It's on Netflix.
It's already out.
6 Underground with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, cool. I started that the other night, but it was like I just started something to fall asleep to, and I'm gonna finish it. That's dope.
It's an interesting movie. It's like it definitely show high level of stunts.
Right. Because they had the car crashing and all that crazy.
Yeah, the cars are the best part. Yeah.
Because when did that shoot? When did you film that?
It was 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. 2018. What was it? Fall. Yeah.
So
October. Yeah, September, October.
How did the job? Like, how did you get the job? Like, how do you have an agent or anything?
No, through my friends. They just like, oh, we need a parkour guy, and we want to see some creative moves. So okay, Pasha.
Were you nervous? I mean, was this the biggest film you had worked on at that point?
I was. Yeah, for sure.
So how'd you approach it?
I don't know.
Just showed up and just sent it.
Just show up and did it. You know.
Was it like show up and talk about it and plan it and it takes weeks, or was it like just have them come here tomorrow? We just need to see how we can put them on this building and make them fall.
Kind of like that. Yeah,
really?
Very simple. Yeah, it's no one making a big deal of things. You know.
Right.
Because sometimes you work on some projects, they make big deal out of everything. So,
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so hard. And they're gonna discuss about this for ages. But when they start shooting, because they already started shooting, it's not like I was with the project from the beginning. Right. Because the movie, they start like 3 years before the movie actually, they're gonna even shoot the movie. They talk about it, they go through every detail. But I jump on a project when they're already shooting. So nothing to discuss about. Right. We need a guy falling through the roofs. We have a guy. Okay, this is Pasha. Okay, do the thing. It's already been discussed before.
How many times did you get to run it?
I did this like 2 times.
2 times?
Yeah, 2 times on camera, and maybe another 2 times rehearsal.
So when you fall, you're actually falling through. It was.
I don't remember the name and the material of the. Like,
plexiglass or something?
Something like
Was
that.
it glass?
No, it's not no, it's not a plexiglass. No way. It's more like umbrella material in a way.
Just so it's
And that's pre-cutted as well. So like they pre-cut it, but still it's dangerous because like when you're falling, you can because your feet are lighter than your body.
Yeah.
So you can just cut yourself and then you start spinning. That's what happened to Jackie Chan when he broke his neck doing that.
Oh shit! I had no idea.
He got cut and then he started falling like upside down like this, like completely down.
Damn.
Instead of falling like this back down,
Right.
his feet got cut, so he's like it kind of started spinning him.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So when
It's still kind of dangerous.
yeah,
And also the metal frame around it was, oh my god.
how much room was there between your body and the metal frame? Were you like
I feel like it's two tables like this.
okay,
2 tables like this, and it was flying.
right?
It was pretty close. And if I click the metal, probably gone.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, you fell fast. Like you dropped.
It's a full speed. Even though on a wire, it's a full speed. They just have the wire just to like slow down at 10, just like to stop it.
Right.
But they said it's for stunt people, it's more like a roller coaster. They said like it's not a hard stunt. For me, it was because I never did something like that.
They're telling you that as they're like rigging you up. They're like, don't worry about it, man. It's just a chill fall.
Take a ride. Yeah, that's what they said.
Take a ride.
Take a ride. That's what they said.
I'll take a ride. You make sure you don't fucking murder me, man. 'cause-
Yeah. It was scary. Because I never did that. After I did it, it was like cool. But it's with everything. After you did it, you always can say, "Oh, it was easy."
Right. Did they when you did your practice rounds? Did they do it at slow
they
pace?
did half speed.
Half
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Jeez, that's got to be an incredible feeling to be not only just in the presence of one of Michael Bay's films. You know what I mean? To be directed by him or him calling action or whatever. Like to be around that, and then also to now that's a whole nother level to what you can do, obviously, for work, right? Like,
Yeah.
did you find after that film or that video went out or people started knowing that you were doing more of these action films? I didn't know that you did film work. Obviously, that's early part of your come up, but like, I didn't know that you did that until I saw that video. So have you seen that change for you? As far as like clients?
But I'm not trying to work on the movies as much. I still want to push my stuff.
Right.
You know, I still want to grow on social media, collabing with the creative people. Yeah, because movies just like it take too much of your time.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're sitting a lot on set and just waiting.
Right.
And then you just okay now.
Yeah, it's not a lot of freedom.
Not a lot of freedom. Freedom to create. I don't know.
Go in, get the bag, and then go leave, and not do that shit for a while.
No.
I feel you. You haven't done any films since that one out here?
I've been saying no to movies.
Yeah, that's good. But you're getting offered movies then.
Yeah,
A lot.
I get not a lot, but like I'm saying no to the movies.
That's pretty dope.
People say you're stupid, but
Really?
yeah, a lot of people say that because it's quick money.
Well,
Yeah, but
depends.
it's also it's also dangerous money as well. I don't know.
Do stunt people get like badly injured like pretty often?
Oh yeah, it happens.
It's
it
a
happens
thing?
a lot. Yeah, because they rush things. You do no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you got.
I
Like,
remember when I did a movie in China, the guy almost stabbed me in the eye. Like, he just went here.
it hit you.
He hit me here, but if he was like inch higher, stabbed me in the
Holy
eye.
shit.
Like, how much that shit cost?
Right. I mean, I don't even know if money can fix it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to decide at a certain point, like, what's the value? Because you can make money elsewhere, obviously. So, okay, cool. So as you're doing this, you're filming your own content for social and starting to collaborate. Are you competing as often?
Not.
Because earlier you said something interesting to me where you were like, if they can find a good excuse to get out of it, about going to competitions, as if that becomes like it's like a job that you have to do for like a performance for people to like fulfill your obligation as an athlete. But before you were like, I want to do all these competitions. Does it become kind of like a repetitive thing where you're like, these are cool, but
Yeah, everything becomes repetitive. Even like with Instagram, I feel like I've been doing it a little bit too much. I should do something else.
Yeah.
You know, it was with competition when I first started. Like, oh, I'm so excited, so I'll just keep crushing those. And then you're like, okay, I did this. What's next? It's always gonna. This is life. This
Right.
is like we're always gonna look for something new or like something different. If you like do something for even for you, like you do a podcast and you're gonna do something else, and you're gonna do YouTube videos and you're gonna focus more on Instagram. Always gonna do something different.
Right.
Otherwise, you're stuck.
yeah,
That's how I see it.
true. Not very true.
Yeah.
What have been some of the things that you've been experimenting with that are new for you especially now living out in LA, like being fresh and having access to so much shit out here? What have been some of the new things that you've been experimenting with?
Just like talking to people. I feel like I talk way more to people now, what they think, try to understand more about people, about how people see things.
So it's like a personal growth?
Yeah, more like I'm focusing right now on a personal growth more, because I feel like my personal growth can help me with other things, do other things better. Because if you're a smarter person, you can do things better.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And planning stuff, being more organized. Because, you know, freerunner life is just like, you wake up and like, do you want to train today? Okay, I will. And then you don't really have structure. So I'm trying to make this structure right now.
Right.
For myself. It's still like very flexible, but I'm trying to like plan stuff, being more organized. I don't know, it's me being adult or I don't know.
Yeah. And I feel like, so how often do you train? Like when you say we're going to get up and train, is that every day for you guys? Like,
we can do that every day, yeah, but it's just not smart to do it every day.
No.
Like, let's say good amount of time is like 3 times a week, like proper training. When you don't film, you just train your lines, or you train your like physics.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes like when I go and film my content, this is not a training.
Right.
This is just going and filming. It's not training. Nothing to do with training.
You've already learned how to do this, or you've practiced it before.
Yeah. It's it takes so little.
Right.
You do a little preparation somewhere if you need to, because most of the time with me it's not even preparation. I see something and I'm like, okay, I can do it or I can't do it.
Right.
Or okay, I can do it, but I need like one gym session so I can prep it. Yeah.
So when you train, is that what you guys are doing? Are you guys training in like some sort of gym, or do you train?
We have a really good gym here in LA, Tempest South Bay. That's where I usually go. But they have like 3 different gyms in California. They have one in Valley, South Bay, and they have one in San Diego.
So is this a freerunner's gym? Like it's built for you guys to do wild shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
So cool. We have foam pit, we have trampolines, we have like soft corners.
Wow.
Soft blocks, so we can try stuff.
Who started that? Is that?
Just guys from LA back in the day, like
right.
10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
So it's been a while, yeah.
I mean,
Tempest. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. They have their own team.
Big free running team, yeah.
Wow. Shit.
It's pretty cool.
Is there any other places like that? Like when you've traveled, have you ran into places like that?
Yeah, there is a bunch now. There is a lot, yeah. Everywhere, especially Denmark. Denmark is a winner.
It shows promise that this is a growing sport. Like,
oh, definitely.
To be able to supply an entire gym for you to be able to train at, obviously, is like a huge expense, but that has to come at the cost of like understanding that it's constantly growing. Do you feel like you see, especially with your following now growing, is it a lot of young, up and coming free runners?
No, I don't think that many young kids following me. I feel like it's more 18 to like 24. Yeah, it's funny. Like I don't see many kids following me.
Yeah, I mean,
usually like kids, those of your followers, maybe on TikTok right now. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, TikTok kids for sure. You're about to like make a bunch of parents be like, wait, what do you want to go do this weekend?
There is some kids, but there is like not that many. I feel like it's interesting.
Right.
Because I was thinking about it. I feel like because if you have a lot of followers, most likely half of them are kids.
Right. Yeah. Is it locations? Like, how do you find a lot of these? How do you find people's houses that are just cool with you doing shit off of?
People inviting me.
People are inviting you.
Yeah.
They just see the videos like, come on, I have this.
Come do that stuff in my house. I have this. I have that. This is an amazing spot. People send me pictures. People send me ideas. Like sometimes people work for me in a way I never really asked. They just willing to help me somehow.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah. And here in LA, it's only in LA that can happen. That someone gonna invite you to a house to jump off a roof. Like where else it can happen?
Right.
Where else in America? Not even like in Europe. Where else in America it can happen?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Have you traveled throughout America to?
Yeah, I did a little bit. Yeah.
Where did you go?
Actually, not a little bit. I did quite a lot.
Yeah.
Almost. I feel like almost everywhere.
Since you moved here?
No, I did earlier before.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
With my
cool.
friends. Yeah.
Was there any other places outside of LA that were particular favorites for free running?
I like New York a lot because it's just different. I like architectures.
Right.
Because it's just different corners, different weird like walls, slanted walls, rounded walls, circle walls. It's just weird architecture.
So say you go to New York and you have no one that's giving you access to certain things. What do you guys do? You guys just go to a spot with like you've Googled like certain spots, or you just go and walk around?
Go walk around.
And then just session something?
Yeah, we go around, just look. Sometimes I have days when I just walk. I walk all day.
Yeah.
And if I see something, take a screenshot on Google Map.
Right.
Just to come back here later. And just when I feel like I don't want to train, but I want to just go and see.
Yeah.
Just to explore. Or jump on the bike, just ride around the bike, see what you can find.
You guys do a ton of shit in Venice.
Because we live close. We live in Brentwood, so most of the time we're just like, okay, let's walk, or it's just close.
Yeah. Is it?
But traveling helps you a lot. That's one thing I feel that I'm missing right now, because I'm in LA all the time. It kind of became the same. So I need to travel. And go new places, because new places give you that like new energy, new architecture, new ideas. So I gotta travel. So even in LA, I'm not really traveling. As you said, I see videos: Venice, Santa Monica, Brentwood. Like, it's just this area.
Right.
But there's way more. Hollywood is completely different area. Like Valley is completely. But we just don't go there because we're like, But we should. Like, this is like travel more. This is the message: travel.
Yeah.
Even if it's different district, go travel. Like, people are different there. People are different in Hollywood than people in Santa Monica. You know, architecture is different. Attitude is different. Like, everything is different.
Yeah, you can propel off that.
Yeah, you don't have to go to a different country. You can literally go to a different district just to travel, and then that's how you grow as well. Traveling, seeing other people, understanding other people.
Yeah, and build relationships and all that. That's
even now for me. Like, it was like I drove all the way today, like from Brentwood, which was like 40 minutes.
Sorry, bro.
But it's all good. I'm happy I did it, because it's just like, I learned something new today. I'm on your podcast. I'm talking.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And who knows, on the drive home, you're going to look over and see some fucking wild thing that you
Exactly. You got to get out of the comfort zone. Nothing going to happen there.
Yeah. No, that's so good.
Yeah.
Listen to the advice, people. Listen to that advice. It is true, though. Like, honestly, I think the problem is, like, a lot of people get so comfortable with where they're at, and they don't understand that. I think about this all the time, actually, where I'm like, man, I live in LA, but I could easily just go live in San Francisco tomorrow. Or I could go live in New York tomorrow if I wanted to, and just do it for a couple months and then go somewhere else. Like, you don't always have to be in the same spot. And then I'm like, what would happen if I did do that? You know, if I didn't have to fucking have a podcast and stay central somewhere.
Yeah.
The energy changes so much, but it's such great advice to just get out of your comfort zone.
Get out, yeah, for sure.
Is it, okay, so Cash Bunny, this is how this kind of all came together, you getting on the podcast. So you did a video for Cash, which I think was for Puma?
It was for Puma, yeah.
Puma. So it was like a Puma commercial.
Puma or Puma?
Puma.
Because people say Puma. Some people
no
say
one
Puma.
says Puma.
Okay, never mind.
Nobody's-
Maybe in England.
I don't think anyone here is saying that.
Puma. I heard that Puma is like, what the fuck is Puma?
You wear the shoes. So you guys did this really wild video. We're doing like I told you before, but in the field episode about how Cash was able to kind of curate and make that video. But it was really dope how you guys, it's basically you running throughout this park area. Basketball court?
It was a basketball court mixed with the volleyball court. Yeah, it was all together.
So you're like hauling through, but everything is frozen around you and while you're doing all these wild maneuvers. And there's like her game style where she's adding like little game elements from like.
It was sick collaboration. She brought a lot of like talented people. She brought visual effects team. She brought the drone guy. She brought me. She brought a bunch of extra.
Yeah.
It was good at just staying still.
Right. How often are you doing productions at like that out here compared to like a day where you're just going out and creating something for your Instagram that's like a little bit more low key?
Usually I do more low key because I simply like more low key.
Yeah, it's quicker.
It's quicker, yeah. It's just like less. But I also like something like that too. But I'm not doing it as often.
Right.
Yeah, with Red Bull sometimes we do stuff like that when we like go and we stage things. We're like gonna put people here, or like there's video you can watch Venice. But like I think it's called Chasing Love.
Okay.
Red Bull project.
Yeah.
I did. It was pretty cool. Like that like the example when like we had a girl that I have to chase, and then we have like different like in Venice different like boats and locations.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a little movie, you know.
Right. Yeah.
It's completely different. It's also cool, but I like low key stuff more.
Right.
Because it's quick.
What have you found yourself working with any celebrities? Have you collaborated with any celebrities yet? I feel like Will Smith would fuck with you heavy.
Yeah, it would be cool. I collab with Logan Paul.
There you go.
Hannah Stutch. I don't know.
Hannah Stocking?
Hannah Stocking.
I used to shoot stuff with her.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day.
She's so crazy.
She's fucking wild. She's wild. Actually, I think I saw the video you guys did with each other. She's nuts.
She said, "Can you wall flip off my face?" I'm like, "No, you're crazy."
But didn't you?
No, I did like a little like a
Fake looking one.
It's not
Right.
Didn't really touch her that much.
She'd be down though. She would really let you.
I know. She just wall flip.
Right.
I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, she's crazy. Sometimes, but see, for me, like I like this collabing stuff. It's cool, but I also like to do stuff on my own because I don't want to collab too much because then you become a person who just go and hang out with famous people.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd rather do something cool on my own when people are, oh fuck, he did it. He's fucking sick. Not like, oh, you good because you did this with Hannah.
Right.
Or with Logan. Like,
right. Yeah. No. I mean,
as much as they give you in a way, as much as they take you away.
Do you see a lot of their fans coming to you after you collaborated with them? Do you find it like the value there?
Sometimes people go, but they talk about them. They don't really care about me.
Yeah. Right.
So as I said, like as much as they give you, they take away from you too.
Right. Doesn't help you if they're just like waiting for you to do another collab. A lot of people
get it wrong. Like all this cloud chasers, like it's not a thing.
No, it's not.
It's not a thing. Like cloud chasing is not a thing.
Right. No, it's definitely a thing, but it doesn't. It doesn't necessarily help you.
It doesn't help you.
Yeah, there's mad people that are definitely cloud chasing, but yeah, I feel you. I want to wrap it up, but I know you got things to do, man. Probably do some fucking wild tricks, right? Before we started this, when we started the intro, he's like, "I'll just do a backflip off the table real quick." I was like, "I think the table will break in half."
It's already breaking in half.
Yeah, we cut it in half just to make the stunt. We're gonna make you fall actually through it.
Oh, you pre-cut it.
Yeah, we pre-cut it. We pre-cut it.
Ready.
Darren, did you pre-cut the table? And he's like, "Didn't," and you just break your back. God, I'd hate to be the person responsible for breaking your back, bro. Have you broken a bone? There's no bone breaks?
I broke my shoulder before.
And
I dislocated my elbow.
Doing stunts? Or was it a random act?
It was one time I did like this trick called Kong Gainer. When it's an obstacle in front of you, you go jump on your hands and you gainer over the thing. It's a weird trick. It's one of the hardest trick.
God damn.
Yeah. So I did that, but I opened up mid-air and I landed on my shoulder. So it happened back home in Latvia. So I went to the hospital and the doctor said, "Oh, you just pull your ligaments, you're all good." And then like 3 years later, I was traveling and it happened to be that my friend, he has mother that she works as a doctor. So I asked him, can they do second check? It's already good. It's already like been 3 years, but just to know.
Yeah.
And then she put it on the wall, like she did X-ray, and she's like started looking at X-ray, and she started calling her colleagues. She's like, look at this. This is crazy. Like he broke his shoulder, but it just grew back, and like it surrounded my muscles, and it's like strong.
But it's clearly broken.
It's clearly broken. Yeah.
What the fuck's up with that other doctor?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I never knew it was broken.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I dislocated my elbow once on a trampoline.
Damn.
I did like a quad full. I land, I put my hand down, and then it's kind of like bounced there, and then bounced back. And when it bounced back, it just
fuck,
dude. This way. But I didn't break anything because it was just all happened. This is your joint. This is the hook. All happened is just like jump out. So they pull it back, and it just
hooked it back in.
So basically, this part.
Yeah.
It's this right here.
Right.
So what happened? And they just, it was an easy fix.
Shout out to doctors. Shit's crazy.
It was a crazy story because it happened in Russia, but I'm not Russian citizen. I'm from Latvia. And they brought me to the hospital. They called the ambulance. And then the nurse, she was asking like, so how are we treating him? He's not from here. And doctor was fucking G. He's like, treat him as a human. Oh, like
fucking respect, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Damn.
That's what he said. Treat him as a human.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's crazy,
man. That's fucking awesome. Shit, that's sick. Mm-hmm. All right, so we do a Patreon Q&A experience that we let our peoples ask you some questions. Let's see. I want to pull them up. Grayson Turner, he wants to ask you. He said, "Homie is asking for head trauma." He goes, "I have a question that works better." Oh, he goes, "What works better, Tylenol or ibuprofen for pain?" Do you use anything?
I don't know. Second one, I know ibuprofen.
Yeah. You don't know Tylenol?
No.
Okay. That's just ibuprofen.
Different one? Yeah, ibuprofen, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people using it, I know.
Do you do anything else for your body?
I'm not trying to use it.
No.
Because it just kind of like, it kills the senses, like you don't really feel the pain. Pain is still there, but you don't really, it's kind of dangerous. I do like foam rolling. I do stretching. That was the best thing.
Saunas? Do you do any
I do saunas, hot tubs, all stuff like that.
Have you done ice bath? Does that help with?
Ice bath is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these tablets, I don't know.
Right. Does Red Bull have a good training center in LA?
They do.
So,
In
so do you get access
Santa Monica,
to it?
I live 8 minutes away.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
When I rolled my ankle, they did a full treatment for free.
Really?
Yeah, that's another good thing about Red Bull. If they have you on board, they support you.
Like a full insurance, basically, is like what so they're giving you access. Damn, it makes sense. I mean,
You can go to physio, say, I pull my muscle on the back, and you please just work on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
shit,
it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah! But did you have that when you first signed with them, or did that come with the international package?
No, really, it came out with the America package because simply in Latvia we just don't have these facilities.
Right.
If you Red Bull, it doesn't matter. Red Bull Brazil, you come to LA and you can go there. Every Red Bull athlete can go there.
Right.
Here in LA.
Yeah.
They have this. I think it's only 2 facilities in the world. Maybe there is more, but there is 2 that I'm aware.
Yeah.
It's here in LA and one is in Austria, where I originally came from.
Yeah, right.
Because Red Bull is from Austria.
Right. Wow. Shit. So there's the answer to your question. You could either do ibuprofen or become a Red Bull sponsored athlete and go get your ass worked on, champ. M Brown 9887 says, how has the innovations in CGI and AI affected what kind of work you're doing? Do you ever have to work with like specifically Cash Bunny? She's doing like a VFX work and stuff. Have you found yourself working on any projects that are heavy in like utilizing those types of creation?
He's trying to say that like it's kind of killing what I do. Because I know a lot of people saying like CGI gonna kill stunts.
Yeah, because you could make it look like it happened.
But for me, I don't think it will. I mean, if you do creative stuff, people like real stuff.
Right.
If people can clearly say it's real or not. I don't like, even if it's the best CGI ever, you still can tell what is real, what is not.
Right.
Like the best example is the movie Dark Knight.
Okay.
They said is the best movie of the decade. They never used CGI in that movie. They did everything for real, and that's what people feel the energy. CGI can't create the same energy that I can.
Right.
Because I'm human.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
You gotta treat them like a human, man.
Yeah. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, totally, hands down.
Every like everything that we create, it's an energy. You can create energy with CGI. What Cash Bunny did, she used CGI in a very nice way.
Right.
It's like with idea. It
complements you.
It's not just like a rough CGI. Just like, okay, look, this is crazy explosion with this. People can see it. People can feel it.
Right.
I think CGI and movement, it can work together pretty well.
Yeah. When did you start learning English? You said that you're like, I'm just warning you, but I'm like, you're fucking great. You can speak English really well.
Thank you. When I was 18, I didn't speak any.
Up to 18?
Yeah.
So you started learning at 18?
18.
Holy
and
shit.
I never did any classes or anything like that. It's just all traveling and talking to people.
Really?
Yeah. So when I was 18, I was able to say like, hello, my name is Pasha, and my favorite color is red or whatever. Like, very, very simple stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the most important thing anyone would ever want to know when they meet someone. It's like, hey, what's up? My name is Ben. My favorite color is blue. You're like, all right.
Yeah,
but you just
listening. It's so funny now because like I listening like Eminem songs or like I don't know different like big artists like Michael Jackson or like very all these like classic songs, and I understand what they're saying. But when I first time hear it back in the days when I didn't speak English, it's just a different experience for me now. So I go through old songs, it's like, oh, this is what he's saying.
Right, but you knew the rhythm, you could kind of say the words.
Exactly. You're like, I remember that you my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Yeah.
My lady. Yeah. When I first hear, I didn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Right.
And I was like, oh, it's a butterfly. Okay, I never really,
what a butterfly was, technically. That's
yeah.
crazy, man. Jam. Yeah, that's amazing. Shout out to you. Fuck.
Thank you.
I want to start trying to learn another language. Without school would be amazing. Last question, I think, to wrap this up, for someone who's interested in getting in the hobby of free running and potentially like trying to take this on as like a full-time career, what's your best advice for someone that's really just getting started or has been fucking around with it for a little bit, but they don't know how to get to the next level? Like, what do you think would be the best way to do it?
Just do whatever you feel, whatever you want to do, and wherever that you feel want to work for you. Because I said there is no structure, there is no formula how to do it, how to become successful. You gotta do what you love and find a way, and you gotta figure it on your own. Like, do everything slowly, step by step, analyze things, don't try to rush it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You feel like we're missing anything? Is there any other fun shits you want to throw into the mix?
I don't know. What is fun?
I don't know. What'd you do this weekend? No, I'm kidding. We don't got to go there.
This weekend, nothing. Train. I have. It's so cool because I have now. First time ever in my life, I'm renting spot.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, thank you. So I'm having a lot of like friends visiting me now because I was a guest for 8 years before, as I told you.
Right.
And now I'm just like giving back to community. So I'm inviting people to my house now.
No, that is fucking awesome, man. Yeah. There's something fulfilling about that when you can accomplish like having a home and be, you know what I mean? Like,
because I was a guest for like, it's professional guest. That's what I used to call myself. I'm a professional guest.
Man, no, that's a come up. All right, before we end it,
yeah,
I let you pick. So basically, what I'm gonna tell everyone that's listening, if they listen to the entire episode, they got this far, I want to know. And so the way I do it is I allow you to pick a hashtag. So whatever hashtag you want, and then they're gonna go to the YouTube. And they're going to just drop the hashtag in the comments, and they're going to tell us one of their takeaways from this episode. I want to know what they, like, if they learned anything from this episode, what it is. So what do you want the hashtag to be? So that way, if we're ever in the YouTube comments, we read it, we know this motherfucker listened to the whole episode.
Hashtag keep it real.
Keep it real?
Yeah.
I like that. All right, that's easy enough. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show. You're a fucking legend.
Thank you.
I'm glad I got to meet you. You're a beast. Keep it up.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, dog. For real. Thank you. All right, we're done. We're done. That was great.
Wow.
That's it for episode 166. Huge shout out to Pasha for coming on the show and doing a backflip in the office. If you didn't see that video, you should look for it on Instagram. If you want a chance to ask our future guests a question during the Patreon Q&A experience, you just got to go to jointhehomies.com and log in with us. We would love to have you guys drop the biggest lessons that you learned from this episode in the comment section on our YouTube channel. And lastly, follow us on Instagram at Black with No Cream to catch every highlight that we drop from our new episodes on Wednesdays and Sundays. That's it. I love you guys. Enjoy the work week. Keep creating, and we'll see you in a few days, you